he the king and he gonna make things change, man. We need to start somewhere.
Listen, anytime a drug dealer, murderer, genocidal maniac accuse
The
somebody,
whole government, the government's the whole.
hold on. Watch,
all
watch
right,
this.
all right, all right.
Anytime a maniac, murdering, drug dealing psychopath tell you somebody is a drug dealer and you believe it, you got problems.
That's what I was about to hit at, yeah. Where the fuck we get all them drugs from anyway? Like, come on, man. Like,
man,
how
they
the
got
fuck we
caught.
get all
Look,
this shit over here?
that's why I keep repeating. The drugs that came into our communities, they got caught bringing them in. Officer Poole, the one that investigated the Biggie murder, right? His name was something Poole. He was the one investigated Ricky Ross and found the CIA DEA connection to all the dope coming into the community. I don't have to make this shit up.
I seen a documentary. I seen a little documentary. It was a little documentary on it.
Yep. All I got to do is tell y'all where to look for the answer at when I'm telling it to you. Right? All I got to do is tell y'all where to look for the answer. I don't got to keep, because I'm producing the receipts at an alarming rate. The weather anomalies are not normal.
Man, the sky, I'm in Philly, right? The sky last night was bloodshot red, yeah. People talking about that shit regular my motherfucking ass, man. Just like when I'm waking up 7:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, the motherfucking moon out there next to the sun. That's normal.
See? Look, in my story right now, it's a little clip. Lady go to the window and she said, "This is a beautiful sunrise over here at work today." And then she panned her camera to the right and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" The sun is over there. What's this?
Right, you know what's so crazy with my situation, man, where I come from? Because I ain't gonna lie. At one point, man, I was a straight street motherfucker, thug, this, thug, that. Once I started talking about us coming together and, looking at the sky and shit looking different, motherfuckers thought I was going crazy and losing my mind, yeah. Now they asking me questions.
Yeah, because now that they see that this shit coming together, motherfuckers starting to wake up for real. Not that diet woke shit that these so-called conscious motherfuckers that call themselves guys but don't never do no God shit be talking about. Right? So they running around, okay, they woke. They telling you they woke. They know what's going on. They got the inside scoop. Right? This is what they telling you. They telling you guys. What do gods do? Actually, if you a God, what's the difference between a God and a man? If God walk around in flesh, what's the difference? Right? So I don't want to hear that we God shit if you can't do no God type shit.
That's a big John right there, right? That's facts. That's facts. Facts.
So nigga, when you learn how to walk on air, then you can come talk to me about being God. Because Big Mama, she don't just walk on air. She created it out of thin air. Think about that for a minute. Big Mama just said, well, we need some air right here. And it was just some air right there. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But when she tell me to tell y'all something, I'm going to tell it to you. You don't got to agree with me. And soon as you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, she going to prove I'm right. I don't have to do it. Big Mama gonna show you this motherfucker know what he talking about.
Right. You right. Right. It's the energy. It's the energy.
Yeah.
It's the energy. You can feel it. You can feel it. I know something. I know something about to take something big about to happen to wake us up, man. It has to.
I'm telling you, the oracles gave the date. Man, remember, the books say no man know the hour or the day. Because that is the domain of the women that's oracles to get the exact dates. I can get the signs. I can read the signs in real time. Book called The Hidden Hand.
Okay.
All this is about the motherfucking hand that's doing the dirt, that's moving the pieces on the chessboard. After this book, we go into Pawns in the Game.
Oh yeah, Pawns in the Game. I got that book. Oh yeah.
You see that red one? You was just hovering around it.
Yeah.
Down one. Yeah. I think that's it.
Oh,
right. So this book, okay, that's let me see what that one about. Because I had about 5 different ones. They was by different authors. The Middle East Fears of Conspiracy. That book is talking about what was going on with the Bush administration.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And the whole time, you thinking that William Jefferson Clinton, George Walker Bush, and Barack Obama was president. They were president, but they were taking their orders from the king himself, King George I, at the close of the age, takes us back to King George I, II, and III, who commissioned the settlements over here. Right? This is known in the espionage world as the Garden Plot, as the Operation Evergreen, which is ties to Hillary, which ties to Whitewater. Now, the same hand is operating behind it, and the symbol they're using is a skull and crossbones. Now, we know the skull and crossbones means several different things: poison, death, and pirates. All right, now, who would they be representing other than the corporate jurisdiction? So what George Bush did is called the hostile takeover of the corporation. All right, but who is he working for? He is the highest ranked member of the Bavarian Illuminati that was the continuation of a banking enterprise, a military operation, a psychological mass manipulation, and the subjugation of a people. Right? So now you see there's a hidden hand. The hidden hand is the unseen hand. The unseen hand is the black hand. And the black hand is the blackamoors who was coming over here. And in the books, they tell us they was Dutch, they was French, they tell us that they were English. But more than anything, their emphasis was on the Spaniards and a specific group of Spaniards called conquistador. Right? The conquistadors came over here, according to the books, in search of what? Gold, right? So now who would be in search of gold over here?
Right.
Why would you come over here looking for gold?
Right. Unless you knew that about the Abu Bakr. Go ahead.
Right. So they knew about something called the Crystal City because they had read about it in the documents in the ancient texts. So they already know they're coming over here to look for it. Right? And this is how the scholars stumbled across the Emerald Tablets back in the 1930s. Right? So then they published the Emerald Tablets, which pushed the secrets in the public domain. So who put the secret in the public domain with the Emerald Tablets? A guy by the name of Maurice Doriel, or Maurice Bishop Doriel. Right? Which makes him be a priest. But so now, while we putting all of these pieces together, we know from hearing the legends in the neighborhood about the Masons. You always hear about, oh, he's a Mason. He got off that murder because he a Mason, right? And they'll never have any verification or proof of what they're saying. They just saying that, right? Who in the fuck is the Masons?
Go ahead.
All right. So you got Masons that's coming in under the blue lodge, the father line, and the red lodge, the mother line. Right? So when you go back, they tell us that the Moorish flag is the most ancient flag with the 5-point star, right? Okay, pull up Moorish 6-point star flag.
I got you. Should have dropped a dime on these niggas, man.
There's a reason for this, though. This is not haphazard.
This right here, the same video. I'm probably going to put out tomorrow on the same stuff. All right.
See that one on the left,
right
second down?
Click it.
Pull up the history of it.
Okay, I got you. It ain't gonna let me click it right there, but let me do it like this. All right. Let's see. 6-pointed, 5-pointed flag. All right. Let's see.
Now remember, the people that came over here called themselves Zionist Jews.
Yeah.
All right. The 6-point star on the flag was before the 5-point star.
Oh shit. Come on with it.
This is a star.
Yeah.
This was the flag. Then they took this star off the flag. They took this all the way off, and it was just a red flag.
Yeah.
Right. They also had another Moorish flag. Go back to that. I might be able to see it on what you already pulled up on the Google. All these are different flags that was being used at different times. The one with the checkerboard. Read the highlight. What did it say?
It says 15 things you might know about the Moroccan flag.
This is because when they challenge you to the conjure war, they challenge you to a 5th-dimensional chess game.
Okay.
Now, in order for the chess game to be fair, everybody got to agree to lose their higher intelligence, right? The challenge is between the Moors, who wasn't called Moors at the time, they was conquistadors. They came over with the French, Spanish, English, Dutch, Portuguese. They all came over here. But when the ones came from Spain with the conjure, the chess game, if you put Moorish chess in there and go to images, a whole bunch of stuff related to Moors and chess gonna come up.
It's cutting us out bad. They might be doing it on purpose though. But you was in a good spot now and starting to. You say Moore's chess game. I got you. I know exactly what you're talking about. Right here.
You see? This is
right
here. So this was the 200 years challenge that George Washington was talking about, was a 5th-dimensional chess game or a great conjure. Right? Now, at the end of it, no matter who wins, we have to finish something called the Great Arcana. At the close of the age, good, bad, or indifferent, everybody got to work for the greater good in building what's called the Great Arcana. Let's pull it up on Google and see what it says.
Spell that last word. ARCANA. AR. Hey, spell that last word again so I make sure I got it right.
ARCANA, or it might be ARKANA. Go to all. See where it said that?
Yeah, it says like a card deck, the major. Or the names of numbers.
Okay. Now let's talk about the tarot cards.
Yeah.
The tarot cards is learning how to use the fifth dimensional chessboard by decoding the cards. The cards are the cheat sheet. When you learn to read the cards, you see them play out in real life. You can play the game of fifth dimensional galactic chess.
Okay.
Right? But this is major arcana. We looking for something called the great arcana. Put Masonic behind it.
All right, let me try that. Hold on, I might have still had his word spelled wrong. I got it spelled ARCANA.
Yeah.
I didn't put Masonic behind it. All right, what you got? You see, it's still coming up with the card.
We're not looking for an image. We're looking for a description of it. Go to the all. Go where it say all.
I got you. Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. It's still talking about the tarot cards and masonry. Let's see, tarot cards, 78 in the deck. First published in 1915, symbol experts, renowned author Albert Churchward.
Okay, type in the great work.
The great work.
Take the other stuff off.
All right. Hermetics principles. The great work signifies the spiritual path towards self-transcending an entity entirely. This is the process of bringing unconsciousness complex into consciousness.
Right. Okay, now, see what it say? Great work.
Yep.
All right. And that's called the Great Arcana.
Okay.
All right. And the Great Arcana is the work of building Solomon's temple.
Okay.
And Solomon's temple is the temple that houses the soul of man.
Okay.
And the soul of man is housed in what temple? They say your body, your temple, right?
Yeah.
Why is it a temple?
Because your spirit is, or your essence is within that shell. And that temple, well, I mean, you got another perspective. That's my perspective. Go ahead.
So if the spiritual you dwells in the temple of the self, and that's what makes the self be the temple, because your self becomes something called the Holy of Holies. Remember that?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm with you.
All right. And in the Holy of Holies is where the priests get raised to priestly prominence, but they got to come through the right priesthood, because the priesthood of Aaron, which is Enlil's sons, under the Judites, has been compromised. So you can't come in unless you come through the order of Melchizedek. The order of Melchizedek, the highest priest of Melchizedek on earth right now is Malachi York, because he's Melchizedek incarnate. Right? So that means we have to go through the school of Nuwapu in order to be able to see what these motherfuckers doing.
Yeah, sound right reasoning. Go ahead. Right.
So the record is paralleled in Nuwapu as something called, you can type this in too, it's called the Sacred Record of United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. Or you can just type in the scroll. Let's set the record straight, man.
Yeah, I got both of them joints, I think.
Yeah. So the bigger record is called the United Nuwabian, it's called the Sacred Record of the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. That's where the information about the flags come from. That's how I know how to examine the flags from Bible. Right? Because just type in, let's set the record straight, because that's an excerpt from the book or from the record, from the sacred record.
Hey, I got it. That's like in 3 or 4 different books. Man, you just open my brain up. That about that flag, it's in several different books that I got that Bible put out. It's in the millennial books. Oh, yeah, go ahead. My bad for cutting in. Yeah.
No, you're supposed to. You good. You good. But while you digging that up, so while we looking at the sacred records as they being told, Bob, there you go. Let's set the record straight. Oh,
this right here the one.
yep. Now, if you look at the cover of it, zoom in on the bottom.
Hold on, let me
people know what I'm talking about. I'll be telling you something that be 100.
Let me blow it up for you. Oh yeah. Hit that like button. Oh yeah, we blowing it up for you.
You see on the bottom where it's saying excerpt from the Nubian Sacred Record of Moors?
Yeah, right here.
Right. Now, you can read pages